Glad to have you with us from the state capital of Alabama, Montgomery, as we're excited to be here to see a couple of teams getting ready for a showdown to see who can come home as champions of the Camellia Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. The ball squirts through the end zone.
The hype man is back.
They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He's looking to throw it.
Oh.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit...
Running toward the tape. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of...
Yeah, I have to be home by a certain time for my son when he gets off the bus, so that's why I'm able
as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to
thought he was going to pick it.
It's so important today,
for a second,
playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
What?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Back to throw, it's Rodemaker. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Blackwell. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Oh, block him, baby. I don't know. Like, try?
I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Pulls and fired complete. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass.
No, 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 I don't want him. I don't want him. I was trying to throw it to the other guy. Freaking hand slipped. That's so stupid.
He's at the 40.
My friggin' hand slipped.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Oh my God.
For the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Unreal.
A play by this defense with the pick six.
Whatever.
And how about the defender? Exactly.
Not trying to throw it to him.
Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Man, shut up driving.
Some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and get the ball right back.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on the first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Blackwell. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
So
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball downfield, didn't they, Ray? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job.
Oh, pick it.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Blackwell. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And
One
that
looking
pressure
down.
just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tosses it incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Rodemaker. Turns it loose. And
What?
He's got it inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
He's got the tight end.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Touchdown, Southern Miss. A great catch.
Warrior, I don't know if you saw it, but I threw a pick
I
6
just love the execution by this offense.
in my end zone. Or in, while I was throwing for a touchdown, like on the goal line, and they ran it back. But it was a complete accident. Because my finger hit the wrong stupid button when I was trying to throw it to somebody else.
Cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
And that's why they're winning.
Bounces
It's
through
stupid.
the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Blackwell. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right.
Oh, wow.
It's in.
He just, like,
Completed. He's lucky to get
walked
that
through
one
my
back.
guy
All
a second.
both intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down.
Oh,
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's going to pass. He's going for it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term push, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on 2nd down.
That's interference, right?
Picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play.
That's interference, right?
Overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage. It'll be first down. A costly defensive penalty sets up this offense with 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded, and they get the big passing touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Gonna take a shot. He's got it all right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in lovely Montgomery, Alabama. And in many ways, this Camellia Bowl has lived up to expectations. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Camellia Bowl.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
With the catch.
Dude, really?
At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misconnection, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Rodemaker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Looking left.
Oh, wow.
He makes a catch.
What a
The
play,
stop
what a
is
throw.
made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking again to throw. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Stupid pick 6.
And it's so underrated. The
What do you
relationship
mean to press
between
that
the
button?
QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to
Wasn't
be
trying to
and be
press
accurate with the football. That's what leads to
They
nice
ran it
touchdowns.
100 yards back.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great. When
Can't
you're
stop
throwing
him.
in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it.
really?
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
So
It
good.
sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how
So
efficient
good.
they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a man. It's Rodemaker. Get it out on the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Fires.
Oh, you were right there. Tackle. Oh, my God.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take
What
it
the
in.
fuck?
They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Southern Miss. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Yeah, I agree
and
with
he's
you.
knocked down immediately,
I
but
agree
not
with you.
before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it.
Just the way their offense has been slicing it.
Trying to find his man on first down. That's reeled in. It's Butler. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
Very hard formation.
They'll give it to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. They've done
nothing
the work
happens,
to
but
build
I'm
a
gonna
nice
stop
cushion
either.
now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters.
It's all going to come down to this stupid pick
Not
six
only
that
is the
I threw.
scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
He's going to pass on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Dropping back, it's Rodemaker. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Line getting set on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw here on second down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside. And the worst thing is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Getting some heat. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense there, lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Looking for room. It's Clay. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Oh, wow.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback checking off. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, he was open. Oh, he was open.
4th down. And here comes the punt team. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Oh, he was open.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. to pass. It's Rodemaker. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. On second down, just keeps firing. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Finds the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. They'll try the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Yeah, he is.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout by the offense.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground.
Thank you for watching.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final